told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam. Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space. And this is how the message ran. Science fiction. When I saw Jeanette Scott fight a Triffid that spits poison and kills. Dana Andrews said prunes gave him the runes, and passing them is lots of skills. And when worlds collide, said George Pal to his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like science fiction.
Didn't Betty look radiantly beautiful? I can't believe it. Just an hour ago, she was playing Betty Monroe, and now she's Mrs. Ralph Hapshat.
Oh, yes, Janet. Ralph's a lucky guy.
Yes.
Everyone knows Betty is a wonderful little cook.
Yes.
And Ralph himself will be in line for promotion in a year or two.
Yes.
Hey, Janet.
Yes, Brad?
I got something to say.
Yes?
I really loved the skillful way.
Yes?
You beat the other girls to the bride's bouquet.
Oh, Brad.
The river was deep, but I swam it.
Janet!
The future is ours, so let's plan it.
Janet!
So please don't tell me to can it.
Janet!
I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you. The road was long, but I ran it.
Janet!
There's a fire in my heart, and you fan it.
Janet!
If there's one fool for you, then I am it.
Janet!
I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you. Here's a ring to
The smell. I would like, if I may, to take you. Perhaps later. On a strange journey. Oh, you'd be surprised. It seemed a fairly ordinary night. When Brad Majors, you've met, and his fiancée, or do you prefer fiancée? Janet Weiss. Two ordinary, healthy kids. Ish. Left Denton that Latenham every evening. Left Denton that Latenham every evening. To visit a Dr. Everett Scott. Ex-science tutor and now friend to both of them. It's true that there were dark storm clouds. Heavy, black, and pendulous. Curses upon you. Towards which they were driving. It's true also that the spare tire they were carrying was badly in need of some air. Yes, please. But they, being normal kids and on a night out, well, they were not going to let a storm spoil the events of their evening. No. On a night out. On a night out. No, have it your own way. They were to remember for a very, very long time.
What's the matter, Brad, darling?
I think we took the wrong fork a few miles back there. We better go on ahead up the road and see if we can find our way back. Oh, darn, Janet.
What was that bang?
We seem to have a blowout in the front left-hand tire.
Oh.
You better stay here and keep warm while I go for help.
But where will you go? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Didn't we pass a castle back down the road a few miles? Maybe they have a telephone I might use.
I'm coming with you.
There's no point in both of us getting wet.
I'm coming with you. Besides, darling, the owner of the phone may be a beautiful woman. And you may never come back. In the velvet darkness of the blackest night, burning bright, there's a guiding star. No matter what or who you are, there's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's life.
I can see the flag fly. I can see the rain just the same. Well, there has got to be
Slow movie is slow. Let the sun and light come streaming into my life, into my life. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light, light in the darkness of everybody's life.
It's all right, Janet.
Oh, Brad, let's go back. I'm cold and I'm frightened.
Just a moment, Janet. They may have a telephone.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. We're in a bit of a spot. I wonder, could you help us? Our car has broken down about 2 miles back. Do you have a telephone we might use?
You're wet.
Yes, it's been raining.
Yes.
Yes. I think perhaps you'd better both come inside.
Thank you.
You're too kind.
You're too kind.
And so, after braving the inclement weather and some not too little time, it seemed that fortune had smiled on Brad and Janet, and that they had found the assistance that their plight required. I'm not quite, but we'll find out. There was certainly something about this castle, to which a flat tire and a wet night had brought them, that had made them both feel... It's not what it says here. Apprehensive and uneasy. But if they were to reach their destination that night, they would have to ignore such feelings and take advantage of whatever help was offered.
Wait here.
Oh, Brad, what sort of a place is this?
It's probably some sort of a hunting lodge for rich weirdos. I'll keep a lookout for the undertaker.
I'm scared.
Oh, for God's sake, keep a grip on yourself, Janet. I'm here. There's nothing to worry about. It's all right, Janet. Excuse me. Hi. Look, if we could just use your phone, we'll move right along. I'm sure you got lots of things to do and a great evening planned.
Oh, yes. You've arrived on a rather special night. The master is having one of his affairs.
Lucky old him.
Yeah, he's lucky. I'm lucky. You're lucky. We're all lucky.
All except Eddie.
Eddie?
The delivery boy.
His delivery wasn't good enough.
The master only wanted to help the boy better his position.
Oh, that's very commendable.
Yes. It seems like only yesterday since he went.
Where?
To pieces. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness. takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control.
Damn it!
And remember, during that time war, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the mind would be more like, let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
It really is inside, but it's a crawling fast. It really got you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's so dreamy, or fantasy free me, so you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intention, well secluded ocean. About my lips, you're into the dawn. Then nothing can ever be the same. Free silence of season.
Let it represent danger. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Well, I was tapping down the street, just a having a thing, when a snake of a guy gave me an evil wink. It shook me up, it took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and I felt a change. Time and nothing never would again.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
Say something, Brad.
What, do you guys know how to Madison?
Oh, Brad, let's get out of here. It seems so unhealthy. I'm cold, and I'm wet, and I'm just plain scared.
I'm here, Janet. There's nothing to worry about.
Brad, I want to go.
How do you do? I see you've met my faithful hand of mine. He's a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Didn't you, freaking? Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Sweet transvestite.
Transsexual Transylvania. So let me show you around, maybe play you a sound. You look like you're both pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we could take in an old Steve Reeves movie.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
We'll just say where we are, then get back to the car. We don't want to be any worry.
So you got caught with a fly stay for the night.
Nice.
Or maybe a bite.
Bite.
I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with dark hair and a tan, and he's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
It's all right, Janet. It's all right. Everything's going to be all right. We'll just play along for now and pull out the aces when the time is right.
This is no time for card tricks, Brad. Are you sure we'll be all right?
I'm sure, Janet. Hi there. I'm Brad Majors. And this is my fiancée, Janet Weiss. You are?
You're very lucky to be invited up to Frank's laboratory. A lot of people would give their right arm for the privilege.
People like you, maybe.
I've seen it.
Is Frank your husband?
The master is not yet married, nor do I think ever will be. We are simply his servants.
Janet!
Brad!
Janet!
Brad.
Unlock a mind, unmind a lock. It's the same as the beginning of the end. Do you follow?
No.
It's an anagram, Janet.
I wonder, may I offer you something refreshing?
No.
No, you're right. I won't. How delightful to have fresh faces around. Magenta, Columbia, go and assist Riffe-Раф while I entertain
Brad Majors.
Brad Majors.
And this is my fiancée, Janet Weiss.
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 Enchanté. How nice. And what charming underclothes you both have. But here, put these on. It'll make you feel less vulnerable. We don't often receive visitors here, let alone offer them hospitality.
Hospitality? All we wanted was to use your phone. A reasonable request which you have chosen to ignore.
Don't be ungrateful, Brad.
Ungrateful?
How forceful you are, Brad. What a perfect example of manhood. So dominant. You must be very proud, Janet.
Well, yes, I am.
Tell me, Brad, do you have any tattoos?
Certainly not.
Oh, well. How about you?
Stop.
Everything is in readiness, master. We merely wait for you to give the word.
Tonight, Brad and Janet, You are to witness a new breakthrough in biochemical research, and paradise is to be mine.
How wonderful for you.
It's strange the way it happened. One of those quirks of fate, really. One of those moments when everything looks black. The chips are down, your back's against the wall, you panic, you're trapped, there's no way out, and even if there were, it would probably be a one-way ticket to the bottom of the bay, and then suddenly you get a break. All of the pieces seem to fit into place. What a sucker you'd been. What a fool! The answer was there all the time. It took a small accident to make it happen.
Accident?
An accident! It's how I discovered the secret. That elusive ingredient, that spark that is the breath of life. Yes, I have that knowledge. I hold the key to life itself! So you see, Brad and Janet, you really are quite fortunate, for tonight is the night my beautiful creature is destined to be born. Throw open the switches on the sonic oscillator. And step up the reactor power input. Oh. 3 more points.
The sword of Damocles hanging over my head, and I got a feeling someone's gonna be cutting the thread. Oh, woe is me, my life is a misery, and can't you see that I'm at the start of a pretty big downer? I woke up this morning with a start as I fell out of bed.
There ain't no crime.
And left from my dreamings a feeling of unnameable dread.
There ain't no crime.
My high is low. I'm dressed up with no place to go. And all I know is I'm at the start of a pretty big downer.
There ain't no crime.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There ain't no crime.
No, no.
There ain't no crime. There ain't no crime.
Rocky Horror, you need peace of mind. I want to tell you that you're doing just fine. You're the product of another time, so feeling low, well, that's no crime.
There ain't no crime.
The sword of Damocles is hanging over my head.
There ain't no crime.
And I got a feeling someone's gonna be cutting the thread.
There ain't no crime.
Oh, woe is me. My life is a misery. And can't you see that I'm at the start of a pretty big downer?
There ain't no
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no.
There ain't no crime. There ain't no crime.
Well, now that's no way to behave on your first day out.
Well, nobody's perfect. But I do think you made a pretty good job of the bodywork.
You are the result of many hours of toil. And now, my beautiful creature, you're ready for the ultimate test.
Uh-oh.
But first, meet the family. Magenta, Rocky.
Hello,
Hello, Magenta.
Oh, Rifff-Раф, Rocky.
Hello, Rocky.
Hello, Rifff-Раф.
Oh, Colombia, Rocky.
Hello, Rocky! Hello, Colombia!
Well, what do you think?
He is a credit to your genius.
A triumph of the will.
He's okay!
Okay. Okay. I think we can do better than that. Well, Brad and Janet, what do you think?
I don't like men with too many muscles.
I didn't make him for you, dear. He carries the Charles Atlas seal of approval. A weakling weighing 98 pounds will get sand in his face when kicked to the ground so soon in the gym with a determined chin, the sweat from his pores as he works for his cause will make him glisten and gleam. And with massage and just a little bit of steam, he'll be fit and quite lean. He'll be a strong man. Oh, honey! He'll eat nutritious, high protein, and swallow raw eggs. Try to build up his shoulders, his chest, arms, and legs. Such an effort if he only knew of my plan. When in just 7 days, I can make you a man. He'll do press-ups and chin-ups, the snatch, clean, and jerk. That dynamic tension must be awfully hard work. Such strenuous living, I just don't understand. When in just 7 days, oh sugar,
I can make you a
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you dressed up sharp and you felt alright? Don't seem the same since Cosmic Light came into my life. I thought I was divine. I used to go for out but you could go and listen to the music on the radio. Saxophone was blowing on a rock and
one from the vaults. Ha ha.
How could you keep him around? He's so ugly.
We had a mental relationship. He had a certain naive charm, but no muscle. Oh, butter, deltoid, and a bicep. Hot groin and a tricep. Makes me shake. Makes me wanna take Charles Atlas by the hand. In just 7 days, I can make you a man. I don't want no dissension. Just dynamic tension. In just 7 days, I can make you a man. Dig it if you can. In just 7 days, I can make you a man.
Oh, Brad. Oh, yes. Yes, my darling. Oh, what if...
It's all right, Janet. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh, I hope so, my darling. I'm scared. But you?
I'm afraid so, Janet. Oh, but wasn't it nice?
Oh, you beast. You monster. What have you done with Brad?
Nothing. Why? Do you think I should?
Oh, you tricked me. I wouldn't have. I've never.
I know, but it wasn't all bad, was it? Not really even half bad. In fact, I think perhaps you found it quite pleasurable. Oh, so soft, so sensual.
Oh, no. Stop. I mean, help. Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad.
Shh. Brad is probably asleep by now. Do you want him to see you like this?
Like this? Like how? It's your fault. You're to blame. I was saving myself.
Well, I'm sure you're not spent yet. And it was an enjoyable experience, was it not? Ooh, you did like it, didn't you? There's no crime in giving yourself over to pleasure, is there? We could try for an action replay. Oh, Janet, you've wasted so much time already. Brad needn't know. I won't tell him.
Are you sure you won't tell him? Oh, yes.
There are those who say that life is an illusion, and that reality as we know it is merely a figment of our imaginations. If this is so, then Brad and Janet are quite safe. There are those, however, with a far more physical philosophy. Those who would stop at nothing to satisfy their base desires. It could be that Brad and Janet are amongst those who hold the devil's reins.
Oh, Brad. Oh, yes, my darling.
Oh, it's all right, Janet. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh, I hope so, my darling.
You!
I'm afraid so, Brad. But wasn't it nice?
Why, you? What have you done with Janet?
Nothing. Why? Do you think I should?
You tricked me. I wouldn't have. I've never.
I know, but it wasn't all bad, was it? Not really even half bad. In fact, I think perhaps you found it quite pleasurable. So soft, so sensual.
Oh, no, stop! Oh, Janet! Janet!
Janet is... Janet, it... Janet, it... Janet is probably asleep by now. Do you want her to see you like this?
Like this? Like how? It's your fault. You're to blame. I thought it was the real thing.
Oh, come on, Brad. Admit it. It was enjoyable, wasn't it? You liked it, didn't you? There's no crime. There's no crime. Whoa. In giving yourself over to pleasure, is there? We could try for an action replay. Oh, Brad, you've wasted so much time already. Janet needn't know. I won't tell her.
Are you sure you won't tell her?
Master, the laboratory is empty. Rocky has vanished. The new playmate is loose and somewhere in the building.
Coming!
What's happening here? Where's Brad? Where's anybody? If only we hadn't made this journey. If only the car hadn't broken down. If only we were amongst friends. Or sane persons.
If and only two small words. Very good. Throw 'em out. Throw 'em out. Words that kept repeating themselves again and again in Janet's thoughts. But it was too late to go back now. It was as if she were riding a giant... I have tidal wave, but cock is better. It would be folly to fight against it. Her only chance would be to ride it out, adapt, and perhaps survive. Thank you.
Oh, it's you. Look, I'm trying to hide from my creator and his minion. They scare me. I feel all is not well here. I've been thinking a lot about Eddie. I have a feeling of foreboding.
It's all like some terrible dream.
Is it true you don't like men with too many muscles?
Well, I'm engaged to Brad, just the same as Betty Monroe was to Ralph Hapshad. But Frank's kisses overwhelmed me with an ecstasy I'd never dreamed of before. Hot, burning kisses. I could see Brad's face before me and my mind screamed no. But my lips were hungry. Too hungry. I wanted to be loved and loved completely. My body throbbed excitedly. Oh, Brad. Brad, my darling, how could I have done this to you?
This room is a womb to me.
Yes. There, you see, it's instinctive. You returned here for one thing and one thing only. Sex! Security. Oh, where's Brad? What have they done with him?
Janet's feelings ran wild as she frantically manipulated the selector switch on the TV monitor. The screens threw up images of empty rooms and corridors. Finally, she stopped at Frank's bedroom.
Oh!
You can't rely on anyone.
Oh, Brad! How could you?
Tell us about it, Janet.
I was feeling done in, couldn't win. I'd only ever kissed before.
You mean she's a...
I thought there's no use getting into heavy petting. It only leads to trouble and seat wetting. Now all I want to know is how to go. I've tasted blood and I want more. I'll put up no resistance. I want to stay the distance. I've got an itch to scratch. I need assistance. Touch me. I wanna be daddy. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. None of anything grows when you pose. I'll oil you up and rub you down. And that's just one small fraction of the main attraction. You need a friendly hand, and I need action. Touch me. I wanna be daddy. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Touch me. I wanna be daddy. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Touch me. I wanna be daddy. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Creature of the night. Creature of the night. Creature of the
Good mercy!
How did it happen? I understood you were to be watching.
I was only away for a moment.
Good. We'll see if you can find him on the monitor.
Very well. I've located him. In the females' quarters, master!
Rocky. Rocky! Rocky!
Oh, Janet. Janet! How could she? That's it. It's over.
Over? What was over? My career, yes. Yeah, actually, you're kind of right. It was pretty much dead in the water until I discovered. Thank you. It's got a lovely rise, actually. It's got a lovely rise. And a great... Show us... Yes, my bottom is extremely soggy, sir. I'm so sorry.
Not the... That was such a bad mistake. Not the night. That was certain. Sorry about the front row. You're getting a lot of red velvet. Just spat. I'm sorry. Brad and Janet's engagement. Their love for one another. Who? Sorry.
Oh, it's a very rich icing that's going down the throat there. Very rich icing. Let's get back. Let's get back. Their love for one another? Who could say? For questions such as these are not to be answered by the academic. They must be left for the heart to solve. And Brad, you may be sure, had plenty of heart.
Once in a while, she don't wanna call you. Speaking on the telephone. And once in your life, she won't wanna know you. You look around, the one you found, she is gone. And that's all the time that it takes for a heart to turn to stone. The sweeter the wine, the harder to make the break. You hear something about someone you thought you'd known. So baby, don't cry like there's no tomorrow. After the night, there's a brand new day. And there'll be no pain and no more sorrow. So wash your face and phone my place. It'll be okay. And that's all the time that it takes for a heart to beat again. So give me a sign that a lover makes. You look around, the one you found is again, is back again.
How maudlin. How pathetic. Your baggage has dared to defile my beautiful creature. Oh, Rocky, how could you?
Master, we have a visitor.
Ooh.
Great Scott! Scotty! Dr. Everett Scott!
You know this earthling.
What?
I mean person.
Well, yes, I do. He's an old friend of mine.
I see. So this wasn't simply a chance meeting after all. You came here with a purpose.
That's not true. My car broke down. I told you.
I know what you told me, Brad, but this Dr. Everett Scott, his name is not unknown to me.
Oh, he was a science teacher at Denton High.
And now he works for your government, doesn't he, Brad? He's attached to the Bureau of the investigation of that which you call UFOs. That's right, isn't it, Brad?
Well, he might be. I don't know.
The intruders entered the building, master.
Ah, he's in the Zen room. Seal off all exits and all doors except for those that lead here. Rifraf, bring Rocky and Janet. I think we should make this a social occasion. The 3 unexpected guests shall entertain us with a floor show, which I shall direct.
Dr. Scott!
Brad, what are you doing here?
Don't play games, Dr. Scott. It was part of your plan, was it not? That Brad Majors and his female should check the layout for you? Unfortunately for you all, there is to be a change of plan. I'm sure you're adaptable, Dr. Scott. I know Brad is.
I can assure you that Brad's presence comes as a complete surprise to me, as does the setup you have here. I didn't expect it to be quite so
sophisticated, Dr. Scott? Or should I say, Dr. Von Scott?
Cinema proof nothing!
What exactly are you implying?
That's all right, Brad. Ah, that exotic container you have there.
Oh, what do you think it is, Doc?
At this precise moment, it's hard to tell, but it seems to be made of a metal that is not of this earth. I would say it came from another planet.
Brad!
Janet!
Rocky!
Dr. Scott! Brad!
Janet!
Rocky!
Dr. Scott! Brad!
Janet!
Rocky!
Dr. Scott!
Rocky!
Piss off!
Listen, you. I made you, and I can break you just as easily. I'll pull your plug out.
I suppose you intend to do with us as you did with Eddie.
Eddie?
Shh. Eddie, I've seen him. He looked terrible.
What do you know of Eddie, Dr. Scott?
I happen to know a great deal about a lot of things. You see, Eddie happened to be my nephew.
Dr. Scott!
Yes, Brad. My sister's son. I knew he was in with a bad crowd, but it was worse than I imagined. Aliens!
Aliens? Tell him, Doc.
From the day he was born, he was trouble. He was the thorn in his mother's side. She tried in vain,
But he never caused her nothing but pain.
he left home the day she died. I'd slide dry from the day she was gone. All he wanted was rock and roll, porn, and a motorbike. Shooting up junk!
He was a low-down, cheap little punk.
Taking everyone for the ride.
When Eddie said he didn't like his day, you knew he was a no good kid. But when he threatened your life with a switchblade knife,
What a guy!
Makes you cry.
And I did.
Everybody shoved him. I very nearly loved him. I said, hey, listen to me. Stay sane inside insanity. But he locked the door and threw away the key.
But he must have been drawn into something, making him warn me in a note which reads,
what's he say? What's he say?
I'm out of my head.
Hurry, or I Say a prayer for Eddie. I just defrosted him. His destiny is in the bag.
Piss off!
I'll put him down the waste disposal.
Clever girl.
Why, you...
There, that should restrain you all.
My feet! I can't move my feet!
My wheels! My God, I can't move my wheels! It's as if we were glued to the spot!
You are. So quake with fear, you tiny fools. Okay? It's start time! Rifff-Раф, set the sonic transducer on program 8. Secure all levels at 0.
You won't find Earth people quite the easy mark you imagine. This sonic transducer. It is, I suppose, some type of audio-vibratory physiomolecular transport device.
You better believe it, baby.
You mean he's gonna send us to another planet?
Planet, schmanet, Janet. I'll tell you once, I won't tell you twice. You'd better wise up, Janet Wise. Your apple pie don't taste too nice. You'd better wise up, Janet Wise. Ugh. I've laid the seed, it should be all you need. You're essential as a pencil, wound up like an Eon first string. When we made it, did you hear a bell ring? You got a block? Take my advice. You'd better wise up, Janet Wise. The transducer will seduce ya. It's something you'll get used to. A mental mindfuck can be nice. Ugh. You better wise up, Janet Weiss. You better wise up, build your thighs up. You better wise up. Don't get hot and blustered. Use a bit of mustard. Magenta. Magenta! Relax. Columbia, the artistes are in a molecular state, somewhere between entrance and exit. When they have pulled themselves together, see to it that they are prepared for the floor show.
My God! I can't take any more of this. First, you ditch me for Eddie, and then you throw him off like an old overcoat for Rocky. You chew people up, and then you spit them out again. I loved you. Do you hear? I loved you. And what did I get? I'll tell you. A big, fat nothing! You're like a sponge. You take, and drain others of their affections. Well, I've had it. I'm out of here. And I mean, oh! Whoa. Do that again. Dig that. It's wicked. Oh, it's gas. It's gas. I'm groovy. Oh, I am hip man pow! Pow, pow, pow!
Oh, it's like a trip.
Oh, Marika! Baby!
Dig you later.
It's not easy having a good time. Even smiling makes my face ache. And my children turn on me. Rocky is behaving just as Eddie did. You know, maybe I made a mistake, splitting the one brain between the two of them.
When do we return to Transylvania? High groviri of this world.
Magenta. I am indeed grateful to both you and your brother Rifraf. You have both served me well. Loyalty such as yours must be rewarded. And you will discover that when the mood takes me, I can be quite generous.
I ask for nothing. Master.
And you shall receive it in abundance!
And so, by some extraordinary coincidence, fate, it seems, had decided that Brad and Janet should keep that appointment with their friend, Dr. Everett Scott. Gesundheit. But it was to be in a situation which none of them could possibly have foreseen. And just a few hours after announcing their engagement, Brad and Janet had both tasted... I'm sure it would rattle in your mouth, dear. Forbidden fruit. This in itself was proof that their host was a man of little morals and some persuasion. What further indignities were they to be subjected to? And what of the sonic transducer and the floor show that had been spoken of? What indeed? From what had gone before, it was clear that this was to be... I forgot my thermos. No picnic!
It was great when it all began. I was a regular Frankie fan, but it was over when he had the plan to start working on a muscle man. Now the only thing that gives me hope is my love of a certain
feel sexy. What's come over me? Here it comes again.
I feel relief. Bad times did cease. My confidence has increased. Reality is here. The game has been disbanded. My mind has been expanded. It's a gas that Frankie's landed. His lust is so sincere.
Whatever happened to Fairy? Me sing, you listen. Whatever happened to Fairy? That delicate satin draped frame as it clung to her thigh, how I started to cry, 'cause I wanted to be dressed just the same. Give yourself over to absolute pleasure. Swim the warm waters of sins of the flesh. Erotic nightmares beyond any measure. And sensual daydreams to treasure forever. Can't you just see it? Whoa, whoa. Don't dream it, be it. 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 Don't dream it, be it.
We've got to get out of this trap before this decadence saps our wills. I've got to be strong and try to hang on, or my mind may well snap, and my life will be lived for the thrill. It's beyond me. Help me, mommy.
God bless Lily Stacy.
I'm a wild and an untamed thing. I'm a bee with a deadly sting. You get a hit and your mind goes ping. Your heart will thump and your blood will sing. So let the party and the sound rock on. We're gonna shake it till the life is gone, gone, gone. Roast in the world, keep me safe from a trouble and pain. We're a wild and untamed thing. We're a bee with a deadly sting. You get a hit and your mind goes ping. Your heart will thump and your blood will sing. So let the party and the sound rock on. I can explain. On the day I went away was all I had to say. I want to come again and stay. Smile, and that will mean I'm made. 'Cause I've seen blue skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. Everywhere, it's been the same. Like I'm outside in the rain, free to try and find a game. Cards for sorrow, cards for pain. Oh, 'cause I've seen blue skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
How sentimental.
And also presumptuous of you. You see, when I said we would return, I referred only to Magenta and myself. I'm sorry, however, if you found my words misleading. You see, you are to remain here. In spirit, anyway!
Good God, that's a laser!
Yes, Dr. Scott. A laser capable of emitting a beam of pure antimatter.
You mean you're gonna kill him? You saw what became of Eddie. Society must be protected!
Exactly, Dr. Scott. Now, Frankenfurter, your time has come. Say goodbye to all this, and hello to oblivion!
Do your worst. Do your worst, inferior one! No! 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 Help me! Somebody! Help me!
liked you.
They didn't like me. They never liked me! You saw the way things were, the way they were going?
You did right.
You should leave now, Dr. Scott, while it's still possible. We're about to beam the entire house back to the planet of transsexual and the galaxy of Transylvania. Go now. Our noble mission is almost complete, my most beautiful sister. And soon we shall return to the moon-drenched shores of our beloved planet.
Ah, sweet transsexual land of night, to sing and dance once more to your dark refrain.
Activate the transit crystal!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done a lot. God knows I've tried to find the truth. I've even lied, but all I know is down inside I'm bleeding.
And superheroes come to feed, to taste the flesh not yet to see. And all I know is still the beast is feeding.
I'm crawling on the planet's face. Some insects call the human race. Lost in time and lost in space and meaning.
Science fiction, double feature. Frank has built and lost his creature. Darkness has conquered Brad and Janet. The servant's gone to a distant planet. Oh, double feature, picture show. I wanna go to the late night double feature, picture show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rичарда О'Брайэн!
Ladies and gentlemen, David Vandello! Shall we? Okay, everybody, let's do the time warp again!
Hit it!
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. And remember, during the time warp, drinking those moments where the practice hit me. Cause the Lord will be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just a jump to the left. With your hands on your head.
How do you do? I see you've met my faithful handyman. He's a little brought down because when you knock, he got you with a candy man. Mr. Freaky, don't get thrown out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Sweet, sweet sexual Transylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest narrators for the evening. Anthony Head, Emma Bunton, Aid Edmondson, and the lovely Mel Gidroych. Richard, shall we?
Oh, yes, why not?
One more
We're
time.
here anyway.
One more time.
Yes, go on in.
Hit it!
Just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips. All over Europe and all over Great Britain. Good night, you all.